I've made this community, which is completely free. Yes, guys, free. That means it doesn't cost a dime. All you need to do is sign up today and simply follow the roadmap that I give you in the Start Here course. And I can give you that jump start into becoming the best portrait photographer you can be. So guys, what are you waiting for? It is completely free to start becoming the professional portrait photographer you want to be. So sign up today and I'll see you inside. Okay guys, I'm gonna now give you like a real life example. I'm gonna give you a real world example of a photo shoot concept that I actually did. I made up, I created a presentation, and I actually did the photo shoot. So just to give you a more clarification basically, because obviously I showed you in the last video of like different slides and different sections that you can include, but I'm gonna show you like a real life example of like, if you were to actually do this, what's my basically your process behind it, what was my mindset behind it, my process behind actually making this proposal basically. So boom, Mo Vintage, this is just a name that I made up for the photo shoot concept. So first slide, you've got like, it's basically like a nice presentation, guys. Like you almost want to make it like you're not just putting this like lighting, putting loads of poses and putting shot lists. Like you want to make it look nice, you want to make it look like an actual presentation that you're trying to show to a client or trying to pitch to someone about it. And make it look good, you know what I mean? So here, Mo Vintage, you got little photos here. So next slide. I don't think I said this in the last video, but I personally like to have like a small little description of the concepts, the idea behind the concept. So give some little context, you know what I mean? I got the title right here, and I've got like a little like description, clashing different time periods into one, femme fatale type in colour, more modern clothing, wielding her trusty film camera from the past, maybe a relic from her family tree. So showing some context, having some story behind it, because guys, that is one way to elevate your work, is to have some sort of like storytelling behind your photos. And this, having a description really does help in my opinion. So yeah, you don't have to include it, but I would recommend you include something like this. It makes it more creative too. So yeah. So obviously first guys, general mood board. This is just like a general overview of the entire presentation, because these photos will be shown throughout the presentation. So having like a little general one is nice as a little preview, a little sneak peek into what people will expect basically. Next, I've got styling here. So obviously when I said the thing, it doesn't have to be in exact order, like lighting, styling, poses, whatever. Like it can be in any order, but it doesn't really matter. The same, by the way. So styling first, I'll put here. So right now, I'll put styling, I'll put like a little description of what I want. Because it's nice to have reference photos, but it's also nice to have some more context of exactly what you want. So having some sort of like description like here, like timeless pieces. I want some punchy colours. I want some masculine pieces, but also having some feminine pieces like heels, leather jackets, blazers. Like having that in there is a great idea. And if you're wondering where I got these reference photos from, I got them from this website, obviously, you know, Vogue, right? They have this runway or fashion shows, type in something like this, Vogue fashion-shows, right? And it just shows you a bunch of catwalks, or what you want to call it, runway models basically, right, of different outfits from different designer brands. So right now, this is where I got these photos from, all from Vogue. So I've got perfect example. Let's just click sync accept. That's French, right? 5 to 7 or some shit, 5 and 7, I don't know. So you got here, like there's a reason why you want to use Vogue specifically. Like the reason why at least I like to use Vogue is more because it's nice, because it's like, it's perfectly lit, you have amazing lighting, it's like, you can clearly see the entire outfit, so it's like a clear representation of what you want. So if you're going on Pinterest, for example, and you're trying to find an outfit idea, it might be a bit more difficult because the shots won't be as clear, you can't really see the outfits as well, but here it's a clear overview of what outfits that you want from it and all that type of stuff. Again, this is like clear lighting. You can see exactly what the outfit is, everything that is included on the outfit. Same with here, clear lighting. You can see exactly what I'm going for with everything like that. And with this jacket here, obviously, and at the end of the video, guys, by the way, I'm going to show you all the photos from this photo shoot to show the similarities between the proposal and the final results. I'm going to show you this jacket here was definitely a big reference for this photo shoot concept. So styling, lighting now. So again, having like a small description of what lighting I want to go for, and then adding in some lighting references. Like I said in the last video, I said I use Set-A-Light, so set.a.light. So here I make 3D models of exactly what lighting I want to use. So I have an exact representation of what lighting I'm going to use for the shoot. If you don't have Set-A-Light, that is completely fine. Use Pinterest or Cosmos, that's another app, Cosmos. all these different apps that have reference, they can give you reference photos of what lighting you want. Doesn't really matter. Here's this middle one here is from Pinterest. I got these two on the side, or kind of just from Satellite, and yeah. And guys, like I said, the last one, guys, even if it is an outdoor one, even if it is a studio, even if it isn't a studio shoot, still put in what lighting you want. So is it going to be golden hour? Is it going to be cloudy day? Is it something like that? Still put that in there. So lighting's done. Set design. So set design could either be the set design from the shoot, like if it's a studio. So here I've got like plain green backdrop, contrast where all the punchy colours. I like to put a little justification why I want to use a specific backdrop or a specific set design, because again, like give some context to the reasoning behind the choice of my backdrops or whatever, right? But if you're not in a studio, the set design could be replaced with a location. Like I said in the last one, it could be a location. So is it going to be in a park, a forest? Is it a very specific address that you want to go to? Put that in there, guys. Be as specific as possible, even if it is as basic as just, I want a green backdrop. Put that in there. Next, hair and makeup. So here, I put in hair and makeup. So I got some references of what type of hair I wanted. I got two options here. I got short bob cut and a slick back into a bun. So it could be either one of those two. I didn't have like a specific preference, but these were the two I wanted. I thought were the best hairstyles for the shoot, and obviously the makeup here too. Minimal makeup, a little description on what I want. Minimal makeup, clean skin, basic stuff, right? And I actually worked with a makeup artist on this shoot, which we did eventually do the shoot. Because I had this slide in there, I didn't really have to communicate with the makeup artist about what makeup I wanted, because I just reached out to her, told her the shoot, messaged her this presentation, and then boom. We barely spoke after that until the day of the shoot, because I didn't have to really tell her that much what I wanted. I was like, here's your reference photos, boom. And again, guys, you might think, what is the point of making this presentation? I can just tell them this, right? If you're reaching out to creatives for like these types of collaborative shoots, even if it is a paid shoot, doesn't matter, they are bound to ask for reference photos, guys. If they're a model, makeup artist, stylist, they are bound to ask for some reference photos of what you want out of them. So you might as well make an entire presentation with all those reference photos in there. This is like, I would have probably sent this to her anyway, so I might as well just put it in the presentation so I don't have to keep messaging her being like, I want this, I want that. Like, it's in the presentation. Boom. It's in having one source, one file with everything you need and everything that people need to see. Next, casting direction. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. I'm making this video about like a month after I made that video, because I forgot to add this in there, and I feel like it's really important to add in. But you can add casting direction, so you can add something like again, like here's some references of what type of models I'd want, like the look I'm going for, what type of stuff. I would also suggest to put a description of what you want, as what I could be doing for all these other sides. I don't know why I didn't put it for this one, but put a specific thing in what you want. You want this type of race, this type of like body type, or this type of ethnicity. That's basically the same as race, but ethnicity or hairstyle, or the hairstyle was this basically. But you know what I mean, like stuff like this, like ethnicity, height, weight, body type, like that type of stuff, that sort of stuff, right? Next, I put for this one props, because for this shoot I'm using, one of the main focuses of the shoot is the old TLR film camera. So obviously I've added in this in there just to let people know I'm going to want to experiment with this. So yeah, I've got props here. Now onto a shot list. So guys, I did mention in the last video again that I had a poses section, but I think, like I said in the last video too, the poses and the shot lists are basically the same thing. You can add in the poses in the shot list, if that makes any sense. But so here is like here is kind of like poses and a type of shot that you want to do. So here I've got like model holding camera, interacting with it. That's more poses. I actually recreated this shot right here, this black and white shot here. I basically recreated this exact photo. But these ones here, this is reference examples of what I'd want to go for. I've got another one here, model looking down viewfinder, shadow for field, extreme close-up of camera lens. This is more of like a combination of a pose and a type of shot that you want. And the type of shot that you want could be, it's more referencing to the size of the shot. So is it an extreme close-up? Is it a close-up? Is it a mid-shot? Or is it mid-close-up? Is it a mid-shot? Is it a full shot? Putting that in there is very important for yourself and for the model, because the model can look at that and be like, okay, I know what to expect. And because you're putting that in there, you know, you have those reference photos of like at least some shots, so you know exactly some shots that you want to do. You have some sort of shots in mind that you know exactly, okay, I know at least, even if I don't know like 20 poses I want to do or 20 different shots I want to do, if I know at least like 5 photos I know exactly that I want to get, that's perfect. So here again, solo shots of herself. These are just a variety of different poses that I might want to do, right? Again, made in set alight. Another example here, model laying down next to the camera. We did do these type of shots. And yeah, so before I end the shot list section, we're going to the next part. You could obviously go beyond this. You can go beyond the shot list. I'm not saying you have to have, I could have put more shots in here, but I just put this stuff as like a reference of what some stuff I wanted. But you can put more in there, you can put less in there, it doesn't really matter. You just want to have at least like 3 or 4 different shots that you know that you can get on the day. So you have in your mind when you go into the set, you know exactly, okay, I have at least 3 to 5 shots that I know I want to get. Guaranteed. So that's good to have, because you know, if you're really being honest, that's all you really need to then move on. Obviously you can go on the day, you can go beyond that, because again, if you're the people that you're working with, like the model, they could think of a pose. Again, there's plenty. I shot on a medium format film on my film camera. I shot 2 rolls of film, and that's 10 shots each roll, so I did 20 photos. And this is way less than 20 photos, right? But I did 20 photos of completely different stuff. There's some stuff I did that weren't even on this shot list. So you can obviously go beyond that. Again, like I went from the model suggestions and something like that, but having at least like a few shots that you know exactly what you want to do. You have specific shots that you know you want to do those shots. Having that in mind is perfect, because then you can go beyond there. That's like a good starting point that you can go from. And then from there, you can be like, okay, let's do some experimentation. Let's think of some freestyles, some shots in the day. Does the model have any suggestions? All that type of stuff. Or anyone else on set have any suggestions about poses? All that type of stuff. Now, I didn't mention this in the last video, but if you're going to pitch to brands or pitch to clients or magazines even to commission these types of photo shoots and get paid for these shoots, I like to have a little thing of who I am, basically, like the photographer, and I got some reference photos of photos I've taken before, and then putting my link to my website right there, right? It's a PDF, and if you put links on PDFs, it does work, by the way. It goes straight to my website, as you can see. So, yeah, I've got this on here because, yeah, again, if you want to, it's another link to if you want to pitch to clients and stuff like that. If you're the right fit for the photo shoot, having this in there is great, because you can show people, okay, here's some photos that I've taken. Well, look, you can look at my portfolio to show that I'm actually good and see I'm actually right for the job. And also having the photos here, I've got 3 reference photos here that I've taken, 3 big photos. Obviously, I've taken way more photos than this, but obviously, here's the reason why these are the 3 photos I showed, was because you want to put those 3 photos in. You want those 3 photos to be similar to the photo shoot concepts that you're pitching in this very presentation. So the lighting on the right here from this model here, the lighting is very similar to what I actually did on the day, and this is like a very similar look that I'm going for. And maybe lighting like here is a bit less like this, but like I've just done stuff like that just to show people, like just to show them, like, yeah, I can recreate a similar look to what I'm telling you that I will do. So yeah, having this in there, and then I put the stylist in there because I knew I had a stylist to work with, Abby. She's a great stylist, by the way. I knew I was going to work with her on this, so I also added a stylist of here's some reference photos that she take. Obviously, I've taken this photo here. This is from a different photo shoot that I wasn't a part of, I didn't take any photos of, but this is some other styling that she's done. Just to, again, show the people that are looking at this that we are capable of creating this specific photo shoot concept, and we aren't just random people, right? We're actually like professionals out here, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, obviously, I did reach out to some magazines and stuff about commissioning this photo shoot and like getting all that type of stuff ready and everything. But fortunately, I didn't get anyone to come back to me. Didn't get any responses, unfortunately. But again, guys, that's just the name of the game. You know what I mean? It's just like the rough reality of it, if that makes any sense, right? Because even the best photographers don't always get responses. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's always about like hit or miss. Just because I didn't get it doesn't mean you won't get it, or doesn't mean that I won't get it in the future. It's just saying like, oh, this presentation wasn't good enough or something like that. It just because like people don't see it. Maybe it gets lost in the inboxes or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, right? It's just a reality of the game. But guys, sometimes I just thought to myself, like, I wanted to do this shoot anyway. I was to get commissioned, but if it does not get commissioned, I don't really care. You know, I'm still gonna do the photo shoot. It's a very cheap photo shoot. I'll do it by myself. I don't really give a shit. But it's always nice to like make a presentation and you can start sending it off to like different brands and stuff like that, and be like, oh, do you want to like do this type of shoot for your clothing brand or for your magazine or something like that, right? That's always good to have in there, see if it actually fits the theme of their brand and stuff, if they want to actually work with you on this. But again, if you don't get any responses back, just do the photo shoot anyway. If it's a cheap photo shoot that you know that you can recreate by yourself with your own money, just do it anyway. Just like obviously do that anyway. Message them about it and see if they want to commission it and see if they want to be a part of it. But if they don't, just do it yourself, I think, guys. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you. Here's a little thank you for reading at the end. Nice little thing just to tell people like, oh, thank you for watching this, or whatever. You know, like a YouTube video basically. So, but guys, hope you found this little video useful. I actually will show the photos right now on the screen of like the photos I did take. What do you guys think of the photos? Sorry, what do you guys think of the photos? I actually made a whole YouTube video on like breaking down the entire photo shoot of how I lit it and my process and everything like that. So you should definitely check that out on my YouTube channel if you haven't already. But yeah, guys, what do you think of the photos? Very similar to the presentation, if you ask me. And yeah, say hello. No? Okay, that's enough. It's okay. Guys, thank you for watching this little video. This video was actually just one of the classes in my portfolio mastery course, which I go into full detail on how to build your portfolio from the ground up. I actually offer the first module for completely free. So in the first module, I'll go over what you need to do to make those first beginning steps into making your dream portfolio. And that was just one of the classes in that module. And if you want to access the rest of that module for completely free, guys, go in the top link description below, which is my Photo Genius Academy, which is my free online community, which you'll get access to that course and alongside other free courses which you can watch. And access to an amazing community. You can talk to people, introduce yourself into the community, network with people. It's just it's a fun place to be as a portrait photographer, fashion photographer. Learn, grow, and network there. It's a great place. So guys, if you want to check that out, top link description below. Go check it out, learn more. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys found this useful. And again, if you want to learn more about pre-production phase and how to prepare for your photo shoots in more detail to create your best work, guys, again, click the top link below. It's completely free. So what are you waiting for? Click it. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Click on any of these videos here. Is it here? Click on any of these videos here to learn more portrait photography. And I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.